Did you know that there were giants in the land after the flood of Noah? The Bible says that there in Genesis chapter 6 that there were giants in the land in those days, and also after that when the sons of God came into the daughters of men. Now you think to yourself, well, how can there be giants after the flood if during the flood all of the giants were destroyed? And now some people say, some giants must have survived and all that stuff there. No, that's not the case. See, what we need to understand is that the Bible interprets itself. So any questions you have about the Bible, it tells you the answer's there in the Bible if you search for it deep enough. Now we know in the book of Amos 2:9 it speaks about the Amorites, saying that the Amorites were as tall as cedar trees and as strong as oaks. So we can see that these Amorites, these devil-worshipping Amorites, were giants, and they were in Canaan's land when when Joshua went into Canaan's land to conquer it. The sons of the Nephilim, they said the Nephilim were there, the sons of Anak were there. So what we need to understand is that we can trace the lineage of the Amorites. We could trace it back. You could trace it all the way back to Canaan. Canaan is Ham's son. Remember, Ham's son is the one who saw Noah's nakedness, and Noah said, "Cursed be Canaan." And what we need to understand is that from Canaan, that's where you get the Amorites from, and the Amorites are giants. So when the Bible says that there was giants in the land after that, there wasn't a second incursion of angels coming down and having children with earthly women. No, the Bible says that it was through Canaan. It was through Canaan that's where the Amorites come from. Now we've got to work back and understand why is that. So on the ark, maybe one of the daughters that they were married to may have had Nephilim DNA in one of the women that the sons of Noah married before they got on the ark. So it can come through that lineage there. And you kind of see through Ham's lineage, you can see that Nimrod was a giant, mighty hunter amongst the people. And he forced the people to build the Tower of Babel. And we know that was a lot of wickedness coming from him through Nimrod. And we know that Canaan comes from that same lineage. They were the same lineage. They were brothers, I think it may be. So, or they were brothers already in the same lineage. So it's very, very interesting when you can trace these things back. It goes a lot deeper than that. I kind of brushed over the surface, but I hope that has, made you curious about studying the Bible more deeper.